If you're new around here, my name's Gage. I like cars. So, like I said, let's go ahead and get started. So, this is my 2013 Ford Focus ST. So, as I said, this is a 2013 Focus ST. I just wanted to go over my yearly goals on this thing. I just made a video on my truck and the goals for that for the year. So, I wanted to make a video on my Focus and the goals for the year, like I said. So, like I said, if you're new, this is my 2013 Ford Focus ST. It's in tuxedo black. Beautiful car. Paint's beautiful, in the sun at least. It's a gloomy day out here in southern Ohio. So I guess we'll start on the exterior since I'm already out here. Well, let's start off with what's done to the car. So right now, I've got a Garrett intercooler, Rev 9 coilovers, MBRP exhaust, depot downpipe, Vega wing. So not too much. I got a Damon Motorsports catch can. Like I said, not too much done to this thing. This is mainly just my daily. It is a ST2, so it's got the cloth and leather Recaro seats, which I'll go ahead and show you. So with that being said, I don't have the sunroof, sadly. I wish I did. Nor do I have the carbon package. That was only available on the ST3s. So get the standard shift knob, standard plastics, no carbon at all. And sadly, no ambient lighting on the door handles, which I love that. I want to try and get a kit to where I can do that in this car. So exterior wise, I would love to get this car paint corrected this year. The paint, like I said, is beautiful. However, the previous owner of this car absolutely destroyed the paint. There is a ton of swirling, my bad, in the paint. And in some spots, it's just chipping. I believe there's a spot somewhere over here. It's kind of hard to see, but right there's a spot where it's chipping. And then I would love to get this PDR'd. There's a ton of dents in this car. On the roof. I'm guessing the old owner parked it under a tree or something likewise. Also, as well as I know a ton of people like the 13 to 14 front ends. I hate it. Ever since I bought this car, I've had the plan to switch the hood, headlights, and bumper to a 15 to 18, more aggressive, sharp style. I'm not a big fan of this. There's a few people that make them look good, but I just can't get past it. I don't like it. I would love to switch to BC coilovers. Like I said, currently I'm on Rev 9s, and they're not too bad. I definitely had a few complaints about them in the front. Stuff just not fitting well. The ABS and the brake line bracket just did not line up at all. And then the rears, they're adjustable, but they seem hard to adjust, which doesn't really make sense unless you have an ST and you kind of see these coils installed. So yeah, I would just like to switch that, as well as get some nice wheels. I love the stock snowflakes, especially when they're cleaned up. Mine are, of course, dirty right now. This car is mainly sat for the cold seasons, but as much as I love them, obviously I want to go with actual decent wheels, not stocks. The rear end, really not much to say here. I love the 13 to 14 rear end. I absolutely hate the 15 to 18s, which is why I want to switch the front and keep the back. And that's the whole reason I got a 13 to 14, was because I like the rear ends so much more. The big taillights make it absolutely beautiful. As well as I like the bumpers. I don't like the whatever you would call that, the horizontal lines right there. I don't know what you would call those, but on the 15 to 18s they go completely across. I don't like that. I love the 13 to 14s where it's just here. And like I said earlier, I have the MBRP Street exhaust, I believe the name is. It's a beautiful exhaust. I love the black tips. I would love to go chrome tips, but I want the track edition exhaust, whether that be the MBRP track or the AWE. It's a little quiet for my liking. It is amazing when you're driving, you got no no harsh noise. It's more just smooth, quiet, which I love. But again, I like some stuff being loud. I do have the Vega wing back here. This is the V2. I need to reach out to them and hopefully see if I can get another bolt. I don't know what happened there. I Loctited them and everything, and somehow I still lost one. So yeah, I guess that's it for the exterior. I guess I would like to get it retinted. I just, it don't have that dark a tint on here, and I would love to get the windshield tinted. So, oh, and I have the blacked out badges. But, yeah, what's that? Let's move on to the interior. So onto the interior. I don't really have much to say about the interiors. The 13 to 14s, you can tell it's kind of a crappy interior. The interiors are amazing. Don't get me wrong. I love the clusters. I love the design, but Ford could have done so much better on these cars. I would love to get a new seat, especially on my driver's side. When I bought this seat, the bolstering was destroyed. So I would love to get a new driver's seat, especially. Passenger seat is pretty good. If I could, I would love to find a set of the all leather ST3 seats. So instead of the cloth here and right here and here, it's just all black leather. Very beautiful seats. I think I want to switch out the shift knob as well. I love the feel of the stock one in your hands. However, I like the carbon package ones, which you can get through a Ford dealer, or just go with a aftermarket shift knob, as well as a short shifter. These cars from factory have a decently long throw. It's nothing to really complain about. I would just like it a little shorter. And then for the screen, I don't know if this applies to just my car or maybe all STs, but I have an iPhone and I have an issue with my radio where every time I want to play music, whether that be Apple Music, Spotify, whatever app you should use or shall use, mine skips songs. It's not a phone issue. I've switched phones. It just seems to be a car problem, maybe. So I really want to switch this out for maybe an aftermarket unit, like a doubled in, and get CarPlay actually on it, because this car does not come with CarPlay. So I would like to get that added, as well as I need to get another access port. Since my car's been sitting, I sold my access port to one of my buddies, and I need to get this car retuned. It does not run very well on the tune that it's on now. I saw a YouTuber by the name of Vin Scully, I think. He had the digital cluster up here. I would like to do that as well. That's really about it. There's not much to these interiors. I would like to do the carbon here. I think that would be nice. Oh, the steering wheel, right in my face, the main problem. I want to switch to a carbon steering wheel. One of my buddies at work has an ST, and my gosh, it's so beautiful in his interior. He has a 16, I believe, so his steering wheel design's a little different. I have to look into the 13 to 14 steering wheels. I don't know how that would work. I'm guessing it would be the same, but I do want to keep all of my controls, because when my car is tuned, I have this set as my controls for that. And then I like just being able to hit my voice commands, as well as my radio controls. So yeah, with that being said, I don't have much in the interior to go over, so let's go ahead and switch over to engine and transmission stuff. So moving to engine and transmission stuff, I don't really have much going on right now. I have the green filter from the Green Filter Company, Damon Motorsports catch can, Cobb intake, and then Deepu downpipe and MBRP exhaust, like I said before. Other than that, really not much going on. I have a off-brand Amazon Big Mouth. For the price, you couldn't pass it up. And another reason, this is why I want to switch to the 15 and 18 front ends, that sucks. These bumpers are just so thick in this area that you just can't see the Big Mouth. And I'm just not a big fan of the grill going all the way across. And I want to be able to remove it. You can remove it off these cars. It's just, it does not look good at all. And as well as down here, if you can see it, I have a Garrett intercooler. It's only a 3.5 inch. I want to bump up to, I believe it is the Depot or the CPE 5.5 intercooler. One of my other buddies with a 14 has the Depot 5.5. and my gosh, it just looks beautiful sitting down there. It takes up the full space and just looks amazing. So I would love to do that. Transmission wise, like I said, I want a short shifter to mount in there, or they make plates for one right there, as you can see, for the 40% decrease. Short shifters, I believe it's just transmission mounted. I really don't know which one I want to go with. My buddy that I was just talking about that has the intercooler that I want, he also has the transmission one, and I like that. But I also have another buddy that has the interior one, and I like that as well. So it's kind of a hard choice to make. Other than that, I really don't have much I want to do on the transmission. These transmissions hold up pretty good. I would love to do a clutch eventually. Not that mine's bad or anything, just would like to do it just for precaution. And then engine wise, I have quite a bit of stuff I want to do. I want to just go through and do all the basic stuff. So the intake spacer, while I have my intake manifold off, I want to get my intake ports walnut blasted. This is a huge common failure on these cars, is carbon buildup. They are direct inject, so they just build a lot of carbon since there's nothing cleaning those valves off. So I'd like to do that, and then eventually go built motor, which my garage is a mess, but I have an engine here. I have an engine disassembled in that case, and I think I have a block right there, which I want to do a 2-3 head-on, 2-3 stroker motor, basically. So 2-3 crank, 2-3 rods, pistons, and head. And then either do the B&R ST67 or B&R ST71, I believe it is. ST67, you don't have to necessarily upgrade much fueling. However, on that 71, with it being a bit bigger, you have to have a lot more fuel. As well as I want to get the, I believe it's the XD Extreme high pressure fuel pump. Factory, these high pressure fuel pumps, they hold up, but you just can't make power out of them. They don't push enough. So I would like to get that done eventually. I think that's all I'm at with this car. Really not much more. I forgot to mention I have the hood props. That's not really much to mention though. So yeah, that's about it. That being said, I just wanted to say thank you guys for checking out the videos. If there's anything special you guys want to see with the Focus, or if you go watch my video on my cat eye build and the yearly goals for that, if there's anything you want to see on that, let me know too. Let me know on your wheel and tire setups. Like I said, that should be a pretty soon thing. Or if there's anything else you think I should switch, maybe a different turbo I should check out. Like I said, I want to check out the ST67 by B&R. I've heard beautiful things about that turbo. Or interior stuff, anything really. Just let me know. Like I said, with that being said, you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for checking out the channel. Make sure to like and subscribe, my bad. And leave me some comments. Have a good one.